me see. I've only gone live like 5 times in my life.
What's up?
I've only gone live like 5 times in my life. This is one of them right here.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
All right.
Ready.
KSYM, San Antonio College Radio. This is the Urban Suite. D Major, Cheryl Metal, joining us for our second open mic session this evening. So glad to have this gentleman in studio with us. Please welcome Social Ice to the Urban Suite. How are you this evening?
I'm doing great. Thank y'all for having me. It's truly a dream come true. I used to dream for this day to come when I'm on the radio.
Oh,
So
well, welcome.
It's awesome.
Welcome to the Urban Suite and the KSYM family.
It's a blessing.
Is this your first interview?
My first radio interview.
First radio interview?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I love interviews a lot. I love talking about things.
Yeah, both of them. Both of them. This was Little Giant's first radio interview as well.
Wow.
Oh, awesome.
Wow.
He did great, by the way. He did.
Dude.
Yes, he did.
He did awesome.
His
Yeah,
knowledge runs
he did
deep.
great.
Like I told him before, thank this lady to your left, because if it wasn't for the collection she made with you with the great music, she wouldn't have had me. I wouldn't have heard it, and who knows if.
Right.
Who knows, like
Thank
I
you,
said.
Cheryl. Thank
Just-
you.
Thank you for making this awesome music,
Thank
dude.
You. Thank you.
So the connection is most appreciated. Most appreciated. Okay, so I got asked Little Giant. Product of the Tone, originally from here?
Yes. Yes. Originally from here. Born and raised here. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How was your early influences in music? What sparked your interest early on in jumping into it, even as a little jit?
Right. So as like a kid, everyone told me that I was a very like social person. You know, hence the name. Right. Social
Yeah.
Ice. Right. They told me that I was a very like social like. Just I'd always talk to everybody. I was never afraid to make like a conversation with anybody.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I have a impediment with my speech. So sometimes like when I'm nervous around people, especially whenever I'm talking in front of like a class or anything, or if I know the cameras are on me, I'll definitely get caught up. And I wait tables, so it kind of helps talking to new people every day. It's definitely helped with all that. So it's just kind of like the most social person you know just has to have a speech impediment, you know? And like, it's just, I mean, I make it work. But the influences with music, I didn't really actually start wanting to make music until 2020. I remember when COVID hit, I had wrote songs like in 2019, just whatever songs, like I never thought they were gonna really be anything. And then in 2020, I remember being in my room and watching a recap of like artists perform, like Juice WRLD, Travis Scott, like watching them kind of perform in front of this big audience and thinking to myself, oh, like, man, like, you know, if you really put in the work, you could really be where they're at, you know?
Yeah.
And that was definitely what kind of made me push to make the music that I make and, you know, work as hard as I do, because it's something that I can see myself being at. Like, I can see myself being in their shoes and, you know, being in front of 80,000 people that, you know, flew in from wherever I'm performing at just to see me perform for the first time.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that every time I perform or meet someone that they have a lasting impression of, you know, what I did wherever I was at. But 100% the influences I get are a very broad range of artists. You know, we have like Travis Scott, like I mentioned, Juice WRLD, you know, Drake, J. Cole, Lil Baby, but also, you know, I love like R&B and pop, you know, like, you know, I love T-Pain, right? I love Akon, right? You know, like, and I'm not a very big like R&B artist myself, but I love all types of music. I love country music, you know, and a lot of people are like, they hate country. I'm like, why? You know, I love country. I'll say it right now. I love country music, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, I've really been just kind of trying to perfect what I do but not get caught up in trying to be too perfect. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Right.
Totally understand that. And that's good. You got a broad range of musical styles that you enjoy, which kind of in certain ways can help.
It helps
Right.
everything
With
because
the way you
singing
approach
country
music.
music helps
100%.
you with your vocals.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, I would encourage it.
Right.
No, just stay stuck in one lane. You know, broaden your horizons.
Right.
Learn what is outside of your normal field as far as music goes, and you could discover all types of things.
Right.
It would bring ideas and innovations to the way you write, the way you perform. Yeah,
100%.
totally encourage that.
Yeah, because I used to record at home, like, you know, a lot of local artists here do, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Nothing
If
at all.
you, as long as you have a dream, a pen and paper, or your phone, and a beat, you know, your mind it's limitless, you know, as long as you put your heart to it. But I used to record at home, and then when I actually started to go record like with an engineer, I remember I walked in and I didn't really know how to record because I was so used to trying to be quiet, you know, like, you know, I lived at home, so obviously I didn't want to wake up my mom at midnight, you know, trying to make music. And so when I went to go record for the first time, I was very quiet. And, you know, in the middle of one of my songs, he was like, "Hey, like, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just not really used to being alone recording without having to worry about being loud or quiet." And he was just like, "You know, it's going to take some getting used to, but once you get comfortable with yourself, you know, this is like a open space to be as creative as possible."
Yeah.
So, you know, I try to sing. It sounds decent. You know, it doesn't sound horrible. I definitely still have to, like, touch up on a couple things. You know, and there's times when I'm recording music and I joke around, you know, I sing in like country tone. Never gonna make a country song maybe, but you know, like I joke around because, you know, you can never, like you had mentioned, never limit yourself to one lane, you know.
Yeah.
And that's really good that a lot of artists be as creative as possible, because you never know, like you might sing pretty well and you'll never know unless you try, you know.
Sure. Yeah, like I said, yeah, don't hold back.
Right.
And it's good that you went to a location where the producer, engineer was encouraging you to explore
Right.
and find yourself.
Exactly.
And in the process, finding your music.
Right.
That's very good.
Right.
Very good.
It's very rare, you know, that like your engineer actually cares about, because most of the time a lot of people, they're just like, "Oh, I'm getting paid, so it's whatever."
Yeah, come in, record, I'll punch this out,
Right.
knock it out,
Right.
bye.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm truly blessed to be working with a dope engineer. Yes, sir.
Well, you know, they've got to put their name on it too.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
if they want their
Exactly.
reputation held up, then they're going
Right.
to do as much great work as they can to bring the best out of you
Right.
in the process.
100%.
So, yeah.
100%.
Should we get into some music?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
100%.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely got some more stuff to talk about because you are impressing us with your approach.
Thank
to,
you. Thank you so
to
much.
music, the way
Thank
you
you.
put stuff together and the way you're performing. So we definitely want to do that. Hey,
Thank
y'all,
you.
stay tuned. In this block of music, we have music from Sadistic featuring the one and only Crazy Bone, plus a track from Chewy and Triz. But first up, Social Ice with Demon Time Duo.
Ooh, a classic.
Yeah.
That's a classic right there.
Hey, y'all, stay tuned. More coming up. This is the Urban Suite KSYM, San Antonio College Radio.